Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of FSX FS Passengers. So, yeah, today we'll be flying from Long Island's MacArthur to LaGuardia Airport in New York. So, gonna hit the Big Apple today. Should be quite. Do apologise. Should be quite a good flight. Okay. Let me do the backup. Ooh, do apologise for the hiccups. Yeah, let me do the backup right now. Back in a moment. There we go. Backups made. Always good to do. Actually, one more thing I'm doing as well. Back in a second. Cool. So 9 passengers aboard today. Here's the list if you're interested. Otherwise, few cargoes. Fuel, 45% will do. Destination is LaGuardia, so that is Kilo Lima Golf Alpha. Kilo LaGuardia. And flight time today shall be briefing 10 minutes. Class on the 10, about 20. Bear in mind, there'll be a bit of taxiing LaGuardia as well. Go for 25 minutes.
Destination set.
Load immediately.
Engine instrument check flight.
The 90, 95, 105. That is the passenger sorted. This thing I haven't sorted out yet, so if I did request boarding, it would just crash. Let me have a quick look actually. Yeah, but one thing worth talking about, actually I'll talk about it in the flight itself. No, I don't want to restart Computer or actually do the whole update thing. I'll just reinstall it later. But yeah, fair bit to talk about. Bear in mind it's the Flight Sim show in, not show, the Flight Sim Expo in, what's it called? Man, why am I forgetting Las Vegas all of a sudden? I mean, it's literally right in my mind. Yeah, Flight Sim Expo in Las Vegas. And it's been an interesting show, and we'll talk about that during our flights today. So, let's see what sign comes on. We won't need to push back, we can turn around from here. So we log into VATSIM as well. We are 224. Connect 224 from KISP to LGA. So we have some tower in the area. Need to double check that. HRP and KEN. I'll check if videos actually apply to me during the flight today. Would be interesting. Okay, LGA. Flight time today, I'll say it's 25 minutes. Hour and a half feels fine. Cruising at 4,000. File. Oh wait, departure time is 16:10. Cool. Flight plan filed. Set our flights, so 4,000, climbing at 1,200. I make sure I did this the right way around this time. Last week I did it the wrong way, which led to a slight bit of error. No need, cancel that. And GPS on, tune to 122.8 for Unicom. I'm expecting some traffic in the area today. Quite a few actually. I got Bonanza, but otherwise not as many as I was expecting, not gonna lie. Bear in mind it's a Flight Sim Expo as well, so quite a few people online, one would hope. That's all set. That's all set. Cool. Time for engine startup, so enrich start. There we go, engine 2 now starting up. Now do the same for engine 1, enrich, start. Close those. And that goes up, set that to air in a moment. Fuel pumps on both engines, stabilize. And there you go, engine 1 is active. Perfect. So both those get maximized. You can set to air. You can go to taxi. And we are ready to go. Hope you're so as well. I've sorted out my rudder twitching issue. Basically, for those who don't know, last couple of weeks my stick, the actual rudder itself, has been twitching a little bit. So a little bit of violent movements on the actual control system. Probably not the best way to do it, but seems to have done the trick. Both piso heats quickly. we go, all lights off. Right, so taxiing down to runway. There's a few aircraft in the area, but it doesn't look like any of this traffic will appear to affect me in any way. So we have a JetBlue 320, private Bonanza, KLM 777, Southwest 73700s, two of them in fact, Cessna Citation 2 privates, and then a Thomas Cook CRJ, and I'm not even sure what EXT is. ETX even, that one I don't, yeah, ETX, not sure which one that is. So taxi down to runway, reach out the parts, just a couple of moments, there go Aeroline Industries hangars over there. Again, I do like the Brexit airports. These airports where I don't have any scenery for them, very nicely done, really brings it to life. Probably a little bit more frosting actually, just coming to a standstill at this point. Moving to the side a bit, but bear in mind the rudder's not moving, I can actually see that to move the aircraft. That goes against the rotation of the propellers. So we won't need a full runway to depart on today. I think this here should be just, yeah, that's plenty for me. I mean, actually I think that is the start of runway 28 anyway. So I'll set those now to landing. Just now enter the runway. And then it's the co-pilot's call-outs. And now call us into the air. 50%. And full throttle.
V1.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate.
V2.
V2. Positive climb, gear up.
Gear up.
Flaps up by 1. Now, just give myself an idea of which way I need to be heading for. Autopilot. Cool, make a right turn. I should make a left turn. And fly on our heading. And that way basically means that when I'm flying to LaGuardia, which is slightly to the north of it, ain't so bad. A little bit of wind, not gonna lie. Nothing major this time. Oh, and also sorted out my issue where for some reason the textures on Orbex had massive blocks of this weird looking scenery where like the texture looking miss. Basically I've fixed the ground issue with Orbex to run the integrity of it, and yeah, that seems to have done the trick. Of course Black Marble still providing the roads down below. Absolute phenomenal add-on. Black Marble I think is still up there in my favourites in the simulator. Nose down a tiny bit, let's go for speeds. Winds I know are a little bit heavier today, and gusting. Visibility as well, I think it's down to 10 kilometers, but no more this time. It's not the best day for flying in the world, but I've had worse. Definitely had worse. There we go, a bit of turbulence. In a moment though, I will be able to put the aircraft into autopilot. I've just realised it's National Direct flights. There are waypoints in this one. I shall adjust my flight plan accordingly. Now stick in autopilot, that's what sets GPS, so AP on, altitude select, navigation. Cool, now let me quickly adjust my flight plan. So it has the correct waypoints in it. I think it's just the one, yeah, Lima. Ooh, no, there's actually a couple of them. So let's go to flight plan page then. So, flight plan, KISP, DPK LGA. PK LGA. And then that, for our flight plan, is our correct plan. There's LaGuardia ATIS. I'll have listed those in a moment. 127.05. 27.05, but at number 2. There we go. LaGuardia Airport information. Apparently it's the same as the default FSX one. Hey, I can't complain. Right, sky conditions: view at 4,000, 6,000, scattered 8,500, temperature 21, dew point 11, altimeter 3008. This is the altimeter. Runway 4 in use. VR for aircraft, say direction of flight. All aircraft read back call short instructions. Flight control and initial contact. You have a uniform. We'll tune away from that now. Thank you. FSX default ATIS actually for once. And again, I've just do it as simple as add-ons. Where is it? Weather request. And then it's close to weather station, which will tell me the same information. But yeah, what's the fun in that? So now comes to cruise. I will set the mixture to cruise. Within balance there. There we go. The weather request hasn't appeared for that. Try destination, there we go. LaGuardia, 8 knots, yeah, same information, doesn't need to go through it again. Otherwise, yeah, we are now in cruise. So, big thing to talk about with the Flight Sim Expo over the weekend. What really is there to talk about? I mean, you have FS Lieutenant Airports database, they put in the airport search engine. You've got TFDI just doing their normal updates with their like windscreen effects and all that. You have Hi-Fi Tech with their preview for Active Sky 4 X-Plane. Actually looks quite cool. That one is, I think, it's the biggest highlight for the weekend. You have who's the guy who makes GSX? I'm trying to think of their company name. For some reason, I've completely forgotten it. But yeah, the guys who make Active Sky, sorry, the guy who makes GSX, releasing or at least announcing GSX version 2, where finally we'll have animated passengers boarding your aircraft, that kind of stuff. So you have like different jet bridge types, you have different ground vehicle types, depending on where in the world you are. And I think the one thing, so back when I was in Flight Simulator 2004 using Airport Enhancement Services by Aerosoft, who remembers that add-on, one thing I always said is, I see all these people walking around, why is nobody boarding my aircraft kind of thing? You have a bus that comes on, it's empty, people should be boarding it. But no, finally GSX to the rescue with that, although rather annoyingly, from what I've heard, it may be a P3D version 4 only. I don't own P3D version 4, I don't own P3D because I cannot afford it, which is rather annoying. I mean, if I bought the simulator itself, I don't have to buy like the new PMDG licenses, I'd have to buy there's plenty of licenses I have to buy just new ones for because it wouldn't be compatible. So that's annoying. I mean, yeah, Active Sky as well, I need to buy a P3D license for that since it's looking in the FSX folders. So much I need to buy, it'll be rather costly. I mean, there are aircraft like the TFDI 717 and all like this Carinalo stuff which is going to be compatible no matter what. Cool, 120.8. Personally, it'll be very costly for me to make a transition at this point. There you go, ping at me. 2.8, 1.0. Cool. Good afternoon, Tower. This is Delta Alpha 244 with you at 4,000. Oh gosh, no wonder I can't hear them. Settings. Right, I need to blur that. Right, output device. Could you say again, sorry, Tower? I think I've had an issue with my headset. they've just changed it to the source Delta Alpha 244.
Delta Alpha 244, cleared into the New York class Bravo airspace, squawk 0233 LaGuardia, altimeter 3008.
There you go, that's much better. Cleared into the New York Bravo airspace, altimeter 3008 for Delta Alpha 244. 3008. So yeah, basically my headset's just been a bit of a...
Delta Alpha 244, squawk 0233.
Oh. 0233. Squawk 0233 for Delta Alpha 244. That should do it. And then yeah, we'll probably have approach vectors, bear in mind we're coming into LaGuardia. So that's something I'll have to keep an eye out for. I mean, from the sound of things, it's not a very busy frequency today. No aircraft in the area, so probably like one and one other person if we're lucky.
Delta Alpha 244, radar contact 15 miles from LaGuardia VOR. Proceed direct to LaGuardia. Enter left downwind for runway 4.
Roger that. Proceed direct to LaGuardia and head left downwind for runway 4, Delta Alpha 244. Cool, so if I now go down to here, where is it? So if I now select you there and there you go, select you, delete, select you, delete, no need because that's the current waypoints. Cool. We are now heading direct to LaGuardia. And of course, this being a weird aircraft, it's now going to try and reset our thing. I love the simulator sometimes. Right, we'll just go 030, select heading, not approach, sorry, on heading. Oh, no, it's heading. Let's see what heading we actually need to be for that. To the west. 0. Cool, that should be that. Altitude's hold. Actually, select needs to be set now, so we can actually descend back to 4,000. He may query me on while I've started climbing again. I want to descend. If he does query me, then yeah, that's a case of my fault. Aircraft not configured properly. Everything has been set up now. But if he won't question me, then that'll be fine. Runway 04, I'll need to land. Set that to direction of 4. And left downwind, so make a right turn around the airport and come on around. LaGuardia should be visible to me just up ahead in a couple of moments. Same time, all of New York should now start to spawn in. Bridges coming in, a couple of roads. What's that? Oh, ooh, is that an engine failure? Oh, electrics failure. Alright, I better check with the tower if he's actually going to... Right, okay, so we'll need to call a Mayday.
Pan, we have a problem aboard.
And I'll see if tower would prefer me to continue with the emergency or disconnect. I know some towers don't mind the emergencies. Some would rather me disconnect. So we'll see what he says before I make an announcement in tower. Either way, we have the emergency. I have requested emergency services. This being an electrics failure. It's a case of I now need to I have no choice, up to you. Whatever comfortable. Cool. Guess cool. I'm happy to continue online if you're good. Tower, this is Delta Alpha 244 declaring an emergency. We have no electrics. All electrics have gone off. Delta Alpha 244.
Delta Alpha 244, roger that. LaGuardia Airport is at your clock now at 2 miles. Do you have the airport in sight?
Airport is... it's my 2 o'clock. I don't think I do. Yeah, negative.
Delta Alpha 244?
Negative. I do not have the airport in sight at this time. Delta Alpha 244.
Delta Alpha 244, descend and maintain 2000 and turn 180 degrees to your left. LaGuardia Airport will be at your 12 o'clock then at about 4 miles.
Make a 180 turning left, and LaGuardia will be visible at 4 miles, Delta Alpha 244. Cool, so at this time it's like we may still make LaGuardia.
Yeah, approach Southwest 368, Nathan's for departure, clock 1166.
And of course,
that Charlie
I'm
taxi.
online. The moment we are here.
Southwest 368, runway 13, taxi via Bravo, Papa, cross runway 22 at Papa.
Bravo Papa, cross 22 at Papa, Southwest 368.
Nope.
Delta Alpha 244, LaGuardia Airport is at your 9 o'clock. Runway 13 is available if you want to take that.
I have the airport in sight, and I will be happy to take 13, Delta Alpha 244.
Delta 244, wind 0608, runway 13, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 13, Delta Alpha 244. Cool, so the winds aren't too bad. Simulator is also lagging a slight bit, probably down to the fact I'm in New York right now. But yeah, LaGuardia is right there. So a little bit of a sharper turn I shall make, but a bit more throttle in. Gosh, you can hear the aircraft like going on. Basically what FS Passengers are doing right now is it's like flicking the electric switch on and off basically. That's what it's trying to do. So autopilot would have disconnected straight away. And as I saw earlier, the on-screen like display was just going a bit iffy. So runway is in sight, fortunately. Not too far away from landing. Gear down. Starting the flaps as well. Because we're a little bit high for the runway. So I don't want to be overshooting this time or anything. Although the landing is not active, I'll actually keep that off this time, since I'd rather just focus on the actual landing itself. And gosh, my simulator really is taking a bit of a toll in New York. I'll mess around the settings ready for next week. Slight crosswind, have to bear that in mind for my approach today. Not quite sure what's wrong with my scenery. It's a bit of a mess though, I have to say. Oh boy, this is going to be a bit of a heavy touchdown. We're going through the ground, so
That was a rough landing.
It was a rough landing. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I feel I'm using the Drawyah Designer demo.
Delta Alpha 244, welcome to LaGuardia, turn right when able.
Weird scenery here. So clear of runway. I'll announce that now. Gosh, I think this whole scenery's a bit of a mess. Well, obviously a mess.
And Delta Alpha 244, you can taxi to parking via Bravo, Foxtrot, Double Bravo. Cross runway 22 correction, Foxtrot.
Taxis to parking via Bravo, Foxtrot, Double Bravo, and cross runway 22 for Delta Alpha 244. Cool. So, yeah, try and get to parking.
Southwest 368 by the Nathan's 4 departure. Wind 0608, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Nathan's 4, clear for takeoff 13, Southwest 368.
Flaps can come up, and as yeah, I can see the parking from here. It's quite a simple one actually. So take the left here, cross the runway at 22. Man, if any tower could see my simulator right now, it's a mess. So we're on Bravo. It's just buzz, buzz, buzz. You can hear the aircraft suffering. I mean, of course, my Do228 seems to be a prone aircraft to all these problems. You can add this to the list of engine blowouts, multiple burst tyres, and a couple of ripped off flaps. Delta Alpha 244 requesting crossing at runway 22.
Delta Alpha 244, continue taxi. Continue taxi, cross runway 22 at Foxtrot.
Continuing taxi across runway 22 at Foxtrot for Delta Alpha 244. Man, this is such... yeah, I'm taking off all scenery next week because this is just terrible. I think it's the... like I said, this is probably the Drawyah Designer demo area for New York. I mean, I know there's issues with their payware version that people have pointed out, but gosh, their freeware doesn't seem to be doing much better anyway. The mesh is a complete disaster. And I'm guessing that's the reason it's lagging as well, because this is just going everywhere. Whoops. So, if I pull to the sides, there's that small terminal over there, which I think he wants me to lead to. Parking at this airport. Use the taxi to parking.
Southwest 368, we got contact, say altitude.
Cool, so we'll tune away from that, and we'll leave the aircraft here. So, come to a halt. Parking brake set. Engines come off. Alright, okay. Yeah, first things first. Was not expecting a failure while live on VATSIM. Thank you very much, Tower, for letting me do this, must say. Full credits to John, was it? Yeah, John, for letting me do that. But, yeah, let's go for the evacuation now. Everything opens. I must now set the aircraft also to everything off. Off, batteries off, generators also come off as well. Just everything, whoops, not mouse yoke. Everything comes off. Yeah, that goes to the bottom position. Generators are off, pitos, batteries off right now, so nothing's generating power. But it's best to be safe than sorry. That's all off, that is all off. Right, let's see what the end of report tells me about that flight. So, electrical system was short-circuited and failed intermittently during flight. Would have been better to shut down the master. Yeah, I did think about it in the air, but I didn't actually do any of the actual checklist. So shut down the actual batteries and circuits, which in the long run would have caused a fire. Sectional flights. Please land this on schedule. In extreme weather. Anxious to the problem. Return after emergency. Yeah, it was a hard landing at 16. I'm going to have to rewatch the landing. So, yeah, aircraft sustained damage. Of course it's going to have to sustain damage in that. Considering reputation was perfect, did get an increase, did gain a few points, not many though because of the minus 400 hit. And yeah, let's record that and go to the company manager. Aircraft maintenance going to cost, wow. What is my all-time profit in this aircraft? Someone remind me. Total expenses. So I spend 100,000 on the repairs. It means I'm back down to 0 again. Why? Because this is how the game works. Insurance provides to pay system bill. We have to increase their cost by 2.1% if you accept. How much are they paying? How much am I paying for insurance already? Kind of thing. Pilot log. Let's pilot first. There we go. Insurance costs 8%. There you go. 4.32 rate. So it'll be a 6% rate on tax, which I don't really want at this time, especially when I'm trying to earn money. Doesn't help when this aeroplane's so problematic. It keeps bursting on me every couple of weeks. So repair and pay all the bill. And I think we're back to square one with you. Yes, you are. 1 million expenses, 1.04 million income. This game sometimes. So, yeah. Rather interesting episode that. I'll have to remove the scenery. That is fact. But until then, I'll hopefully see you guys next week. Do leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Do subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.